Hi, everyone. Good evening. It's Tuesday trivia night. I'm excited. Okay. We're just waiting on Miss Norma to get here. How y'all doing? Have you had a good week? It's been a long week so far. I know it's only Tuesday, but I have been cleaning my apartment from top to bottom, and I have been visiting my local YMCA this week. I went Saturday and Sunday, and I swam in the pool, and I got in the whirlpool, and I went in the sauna room for a few minutes. I really enjoyed myself. It's really nice. Hold on one second for me. At my local YMCA, they have a separate women's fitness area, um, which has all the same machines basically that are in the rest of the fitness area, but it's just for women. A very nice locker room with lockers and showers and everything, and a very nice. They have two swimming pools actually, and they have a kids zone that has like a 1 to 1.5 foot swimming area with a lot of slides and sprinklers and things like that. All right, Miss Norma says she's coming, just to give her a second. And we will. We're going to wait a few minutes because we want to give people time to get in and read my little rules there and go ahead and sign in to play. Most of our regular players are not in town tonight, so I'm not sure who we'll have playing, but hopefully maybe we'll get some new players. Would be nice. A recap on last week. Our winners were in round one, the winner was Miss Rhonda, and round two, the winner was Miss Cassandra. So both of their names will go into the drawing uh, or into the pot to play the players' runoff type thing, playoffs, for us to be able to determine who will be in our championship finale game, to win for the prize. And then we'll start all over again. We'll do another tournament and we'll get new winners or maybe the same winners, and then we will play again and we'll do the same thing all over again. As long as I can keep coming up with trivia questions and y'all want to do it and show up to do it, we will be having our trivia on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. And on Thursday night at 7:30, Miss Norma streams live from her home, and we do a live chat with different discussion topics. I think this week we're doing a interview of her two grandkids that are getting ready to go back to school, Eli and Natalie. There's a lot of stress, that kids have to deal with when they're getting ready to start a new school year, new grade, new semester, or new subjects to study. They're going to have new teachers. Sometimes kids have to be at a different school than they're used to. And it's just a lot of things for them to have on their little minds. And the fact that summer is ending pretty soon. Most kids in our areas go back to school the first part of August. So they really only have a couple weeks left. So we thought that might be an interesting thing to get to hear what some young people have to say about the stresses of going back to school. All right, let's see. What else can we talk about? We are trying to take the channel kind of in a direction of support and women's empowerment, and we'll still do our funny, silly stuff that just happens to us normally, because this is real life happens, and real life does happen to us, each and every one of us, every day. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's sad, sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's, just something you want to share. You just want to talk to somebody about it. And that's all we want. We want a community where all women can come together, can enjoy themselves, can relax, rejuvenate. We'll share information. You'll build friendships. We'll try to cover topics that you find interesting and things that our viewers suggest. And, we'll talk about what's going on in our lives. You've met my daughter, Allison, and you've met my granddaughter, Anais Marie, and Miss Norma and her husband, and their two grandchildren that she's raising, Eli and Natalie. And because it is about our real lives, we do include them. I have one dog, a Chiweenie named Chloe, and Miss Norma has one dog named Buster and several cats. So we do include our pets in most of our videos, or either our pets or our children, or just talking about offering support, what the channel is all about. So yeah, real life happens, and it's happening right now, and I'm here all by myself. It feels so strange. My daughter and granddaughter were here most of the afternoon visiting, and they just left to head home. So my daughter won't probably be in chat until later, if at all. Miss Rhonda, that's usually here on trivia night, moved her daughter up to college in Atlanta. So she's on her way driving home tonight from Atlanta. And then my grandbaby's Nana, Miss Trish, She is in Charleston this week, going to some continuing education. She's a nurse. She has to do that from time to time, so she's not available. So there's my three. There's three people I usually can count on to be here. They're not here tonight or won't be here tonight. I'm looking for Miss Cassandra to come in, one of our winners from last week. She probably will be here shortly. And Miss Norma, whenever she gets here, she'll be here. So let's see. What else would y'all like to talk about? I don't know. I don't know what y'all want to talk about. I mean, I can remember being a young high school graduate, anticipating going on to tech school. I went to Porter Memorial Hospital X-ray school and became an X-ray technologist. That was something that my parents really wanted me to do, to be in the medical field. They knew it was a good job. It would be a good paying job, something that would support me. And I did it for several years until I realized that, yes, I wanted to help people, but not sick and dying people. I made the mistake of once we moved to Georgia, to work in a cancer treatment center. And that's just really sad and devastating. And anyway, of course, this was 20-something years ago, 25 years ago, and cancer was, more of a death sentence than it is now. So I quit doing x-rays and I started working in service industries, and I became a bookkeeper. I have a degree in accounting, and I worked for several different companies over the years. My latest was at a Walmart here in Georgia. I was there for 17 and a half years. Unfortunately, I had an injury to my Achilles tendon, which I tore completely in half and had to have surgery. And because I'm diabetic, I'm losing the feeling in my feet, which is neuropathy. And between that and the injury and the fact that I have a bad back, that I've had a fusion in my back, I was not able to return to my job. And so I had to become disabled, and I'm now on Social Security disability. I'm 59. It's been about 5 or 6 years. And I miss working. I really do. I miss having people to talk to and somewhere to go and something to do. And so when Miss Norma and I met in another creators chat room and became friends, and Miss Norma wanted to create a YouTube channel. She wanted to do crafts with her grandchildren, but she didn't really know that much about it. And so she needed some help. And I, of course, volunteered, said, sure, I can help you. But I know nothing about YouTube either. And it's been years since I've worked a computer. But we jumped in feet first, and we've learned some programs, and we've learned how to make videos. We've learned how to edit the videos. And we're doing it. And it's our channel, Real Life Happens. And obviously some real life stuff is happening there at Norma's tonight. She has a lot of trouble with her computer connection, her Wi-Fi. She has an older computer, and sometimes she's not able to get on, or she's not able to have her sound and her camera work at the same time, things like that. Do I look like I got any sun this week? I was in the swimming pool Saturday and Sunday at the YMCA. I know it looked on my arms. I feel like my arms got a little sun on them. But I walked in the water. I kind of jogged in the water. I swam. I floated. I held onto the wall and kicked, and I just did everything that I could to move my body in ways that I can't move my body on land anymore. When you get old, you get arthritis and you become stiff and sore and your joints hurt and you're not as flexible. And so to exercise, it really is difficult. However, let me tell you, ladies, if you ever can get into a swimming pool and do your workout in the swimming pool, it is 1,000 times better. The gravity, having the gravity off of you and the buoyancy of the water and the resistance that water gives you, it's amazing. And it was so funny because Saturday I was in there for about an hour, and I said, well, I'm not feeling it like I'm doing anything. I mean, I was moving and I was moving everything. And I said, gosh, it doesn't feel like I'm doing anything. Well, after I got home, the back of my neck and between my shoulders and everything, I said, oh my goodness, I'm a little sore. I feel like I did something. And so then on Sunday, I went and I was in the water for about an hour and 45 minutes, and it started raining. And it was the first time I have ever been in a pool while it was raining. Normally, when it rains outside, I'm in a hurry. I'm going somewhere. I don't want to get wet. I'm fighting with an umbrella. It's not a pleasant experience by any means. But it was so amazing to be in the water and to feel the cool rainwater hit me. And so I just continued on and kept on walking around, in the water, swimming. And I saw a lot of people getting out and, hurrying inside and everything. And I thought, well, there's no need to hurry. I'm already wet. I might as well just enjoy it. So I did. I took a few minutes and I really enjoyed it. And I felt so blessed that God gives us that rain that our crops and plants and everything need so dearly. Anyway, all of a sudden, here comes the little lifeguard young man. And he said, ma'am, did you hear that? And I said, did I hear what? He said, the thunder. And I said, well, no, I hadn't paid any attention. He said, well, it's thundering. It may lightning. And so I need you to get out of the pool. And I said, oh, okay. So I went ahead and I got out of the pool and went on into the locker room. And I ended up getting into the jacuzzi and relaxing. The whirlpool, I call it a jacuzzi. It's whirlpool. It'll fit probably 6 people in it. Very nice. Brand new. They just remodeled their locker room and their jacuzzi and sauna and steam room and everything there. So it was really nice. And I did that and relaxed a little bit. And then I got in the shower and got dressed and came on home. So anyway, Monday morning, it was like I woke up earlier than I normally would. And I was like, man, I feel good. Then I got moving around and it was like, oh, my legs and my back. I could feel where I had used muscles that I probably hadn't been using for a long time. And it felt absolutely wonderful. So I'm really excited about going. I'm going to go again tomorrow. I'm waiting on my daughter to be able to get into her elementary school so she can get her room set up. And next week starts pre-planning for them. So I have the baby all week, but I'll be going in the evenings some. And I'm just looking forward to it. I was really surprised at how well it made me feel. So now today, it's been a couple days. I haven't gone, and I can move better already, and I feel good, and I've been sleeping good, and it's been very eventful, interesting and all. So if any of y'all have ever experienced anything like that, please feel welcome to come up and mention it in the chat and let us know what's going on in your lives. And we just want to share, and we want to be here if you need help, you need advice. We can research any topic. And I've been live for 20 minutes, and Miss Norma's leaving me in the wind. I guess tonight's not a good night for trivia. But that's okay. I've had a couple people pop in and pop out. So they're probably wondering, what is she talking about? Where's the trivia? Which I guess I could read y'all some trivia. I have a whole presentation prepared. Um, let's just go ahead and do it. I can do this by myself. Okay, here we go. What is the lightest metal? I'll give y'all a few seconds. Think about that. What is the lightest metal? All right, I'm gonna. All right, Miss Norma's having difficulties, but she's trying. Question 2. In what city were Romeo and Juliet together? What is a young wolf called? What do you call a group of lions? How many hearts does an octopus have? Yay, Miss Norma's in chat. Good job, Miss Norma. I don't have any players other than myself. I'm just going to go ahead and go through. This is my new program uh, that I'm using with the slides, and I like it a lot better. So let me put my answer in. What is the largest planet in our solar system? All right, question 7. Which U.S. president had the most children? Okay. U.S. President John Tyler had the most children. How many did he have? So I got that one wrong. Um, okay, I'm going to guess. Try to add Miss Norma in.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm not having a good night.
Okay, well, I figured real life happened to you.
It happens every time. I don't know what's going on.
Well, and I see you in my backstage, but you're not showing up at all on screen.
Well, I guess. Here we go again.
It says Norma, and you're and a black screen.
Well, I can see myself on there. Huh.
Well, I'm just going by based on what my
What you
screen
see.
looks like. Yeah. Let me see if
Let me go out and come back in.
okay. Well, we're just having all kinds of technical difficulties tonight, which is usually how things go for us. But it's okay. It is okay. Because real life happens, and sometimes it happens when you don't want it to. And my other computer just went down. So, get it set up again. I'm going to go on to the next question while we're waiting. What color is a Welsh poppy? I think poppies are red. Okay. Come back over here to my oh, and I kicked myself out again. There we go. We'll go with that. All right, next question. We are up to question number 10. What kind of bulbs were once exchanged as a form of currency? What kind of bulbs were once exchanged as a form of currency? Okay, Miss Norma's back. Let's try this again. There she is.
Hi.
Hi. Now I see you.
Now you see me? I was
I know.
playing hide and go seek.
Yeah, peekaboo.
Where's the baby? I'll play peekaboo with her.
Yeah, well, they've already left, headed home. She was so sweet. She followed me around like a lost puppy. She's been away from me for like 4 days. Well, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, almost 4 days. So she was so glad to see her granny.
Yeah, I bet she was.
Every time granny put her down, she cried and made my little heart hurt for her. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead on with this.
Who's playing tonight?
Well, me. Everybody is busy. Miss Rhonda is had to take her daughter to Atlanta for college, so she's driving back from Atlanta tonight. Goodness. And Trish is in Charleston having some nursing classes she has to take, some continuing education. And Allison, of course, just went home. I sent the reminder to Cassandra, but I haven't heard from her yet. And I hadn't heard from anybody else that said they were definitely coming. So
Well,
I don't know. But I figured I'd go ahead and go through the questions. That way, the people on the replay, they can at least see
Why
that
is
we
she
did
still
it.
up there? Come here. Uh-huh. Why is he still up
sorry.
Okay, what sport does Constantino Rocco play? Any guesses, Norma? All right, question 12. Which country hosted a Formula One race for the first time in 2011? I see now where my little question mark right here is cutting off part of my word. So I'm going to have to take that graphic off. But that's okay. All right. Next question. Question 13. Which chess piece can only move diagonally? This one I know. Okay. And question 13. Question 14. In needlework, you might know this one, Norma. In needlework, what does UFO refer to? No, no guesses? All right. Question 15. When was the e-book invented?
2000.
Okay, we'll see. That's a good
I
guess.
don't know. I don't know.
All right. Now we have the answers from round one. And I'll go back and kind of say the question. Question 1. What was the lightest metal? And it is aluminum. In which city, question 2, in which city were Romeo and Juliet together? And that was Verona, Italy. Question 3. What is a young wolf called? And it is called a cub. Question 4. What do you call a group of lions? And it's a pride. Oops. Okay, question 6. What is the largest planet in our solar system? And the answer is Jupiter. And number 7, Number 7 was what president, U.S. president, had the most children? The correct answer is John Tyler. Question 7. John Tyler had the most children of all the U.S. presidents. How many children did he have? And the correct answer is 15.
That's a lot of kids.
That's a lot of kids, especially for way back then. But then again, they had larger families back then.
Yeah. Well, my uncle had 17, so.
Okay, number 8. What color is a Welsh poppy? And I said
what?
red.
What was that?
A Welsh poppy.
Oh.
Some kind of flower. Anyway, I said it was red, but it's yellow is the correct answer. Number 9. Which kind of bulbs were once exchanged as currency? And that's Allison's favorite flower, the tulip. So tulip
I thought you meant light bulbs.
no bulbs, flower bulbs, and it
I
was.
thought, what kind of bulbs? What she mean? What kind of bulbs?
Of course, it was in Holland. It wasn't in the or the Netherlands. It wasn't in the U.S. But
I want you to look how little the bags have got. They were this big. Now they're this big.
what is it a bag for?
Popcorn.
Oh, it's a bag of popcorn. Okay.
Yeah, the Pop Secret.
Oh, the microwave. Wow,
Yeah.
it is tiny.
They went way little.
Tiny little bags.
Okay, number 11. Which country hosted a Formula One race for the first time in 2011? India, believe it or not.
Wow.
Good job, India. Number 12. Which chess piece can only be moved diagonally? And I knew that one, the bishop.
I don't know nothing about chess. I know checkers.
Number 13. In needlework, what does UFO refer to? And it's an
Unfinished
unfinished object.
Okay, I get it now.
And then number 15. When was the ebook invented? And it was invented in 1971.
Well, I was way off.
Yeah, I was thinking you were close for 2000.
I was way off there. I didn't know they had the ebooks back then.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Seriously. I didn't know they had computers then. They just had the great big old. I wonder how they. Because they didn't come out with flat screen computers and stuff till what? So let's see, Dylan, no.
Well,
Because when Dylan was born, they still had the great big long ones. Because that's my first computer, had the big back on it.
yeah, the old big desktop terminals with the real big monitors.
And you had to do dial up.
Tower, yes,
And
yes,
Dylan was born in 2000.
yeah.
So,
Well, I don't even remember when they came out with the laptop, but I can remember those big old computers, and it's come a long way. Technology has really come a long way. For them to be able to put it in a watch
yeah.
and be able to get your email and text people from your
Text
watch, that's
Yeah, that's something else.
something else. And since nobody's really playing, I'm not going to do round 2. I'll save it for another time.
Do you see my little thing I done for Eli and Natalie for Thursday night?
Yes, that's cute.
Eli had to pick his picture out. Natalie wasn't nowhere around, so I just put one of her one. She goes, "Why'd you pick that one for?" I said, "I couldn't find another one."
But I think that'll be a good chat because they probably do have some a little stress about everything, and we'll have to come up with some good questions to ask them.
I told him, I said, "I want you to sit down and write some questions you want us to ask you about school." They're like, "What?"
Well, I also figured that would give them something to do to give you a little bit of quiet time for them to be having to write stuff down. So
It's like, I've stood here all day working on my vinyl, trying to get my sign done. And I've sat here watching. We got one of them cat like things that they crawl up on and everything out on our back porch.
a cat
like
tree or
yeah. Okay, and it's in front of one of our cameras. This little squirrel's made it its own. It gets up there and it puts on a show for me about 2 or 3 times a day. It gets up there and it just goes round and round, and the top one's round. Just goes lays and goes round and round and round. Then it'll flip, flop, flip. And I was like, it's done made that hits home. It comes back, I don't know how many times a day on it.
Well, next time it comes, you need to get your phone and record it.
Yeah.
That'd be
I
a
said,
cute,
that is so cute.
be a cute short.
Yeah.
I rearranged my bedroom to where I could put that security camera up on my shelf, so it looks like down onto my bed, and so you can see Chloe in there, all snuggled up, covered up under the blankets, and then she'll hear something and she'll like pop up. Then she'll run to the edge of the bed and decide if she's going to bark at it or not. I was like, yeah, I wish I could record that and use
Yeah.
some of that footage for a
You
short.
can if you use it on your phone. You know that, don't you?
Well, I have the app on my phone, but I have to pay to have the storage for that particular app.
See, and I got Cloud, and I pay for Cloud, but I cannot get on
Oh, really?
through that one. I pay each month for extra Cloud, but I cannot get on. It wants me to pay extra for that one, and I
Mhm.
ain't doing it.
Well, that's how this is. You know, they're like, oh, we'll give you 30 days,
Yeah.
30-day trial or whatever, and then so much a month.
I'm like, I
So
pay.
I haven't done that yet. So.
Yeah. It's like, because I go back to watch it, and it's like, why ain't it going in my Cloud that I got? I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
But it ain't.
It's so funny. I've got the Chromebook that I'm going live on, and then I've got an HP laptop that I've got pulled up, and the picture quality of what's streaming through the Chromebook and I'm picking up on my laptop is so much better and clearer than the picture I'm seeing back on the Chromebook.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
see mine's a HP, but the camera ain't real good on it.
Well,
I don't know.
whatever program is on that HP, what did I call that?
Unless they got something off on it or something.
Anyway, whatever it is, I can't remember the name of the program, but whatever it is, it's like my operating system on there. It's Windows, but it's some little, thing to control everything, and it won't relinquish my camera and my microphone. That's why I can't use it to go live.
Well,
But on the Chromebook,
I plugged mine up just in case tonight. But I think I figured out what it is because like an hour before tonight, my sound went off again. And I'm like, nah, what is it about every night that we're supposed to go live, my sound goes off?
Mm-hmm.
You know why it's going off? Because of these.
Oh, you're putting your ear.
No, they've been laying there all week. Ain't offered to go to. It went to my headset set. Why it's still in its box.
Bluetooth came on.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know why it did that.
Strange.
Yeah. I'm like, it's been sitting here all week, not having a bit of trouble with sound or anything. An hour before we were supposed to come on. Then when I went to try to get on, because I went up and hooked Eli's new TV up, and I took shut YouTube down and everything. Come back, tried to get on, wouldn't let me on. Kept just
Let me
like
turn this other light
not
on.
responding. I'm like, it's not meant to be on tonight.
Well, that's what I said when I started finding out everybody was busy or traveling or whatever. I said, well, Tuesday night might not be a good night for this. I don't know.
Yeah. I said if I couldn't get on this time, I was just going to text you and say, go ahead and do it by yourself because I'm tired of trying to get on. I tried like I don't know how many times. It wouldn't let me on. I was like, I'm getting aggravated. When I get aggravated, I know to quit or I'm going to get mad and I'm going to start throwing things at it. Trying to
adjust. I don't like, makes me look like my face is so white. Is not enough.
See, I look, See, I look yellow, but I am yellow. So my light ain't very good.
Yeah.
My lighting.
Oh well, we're not professionals. We don't have a
Mm.
professional lighting setup.
Now Eli and them said, "You gonna buy you one of them O-ring light things?" I
The
said,
ring, yeah, the light ring.
I might one of these days. I don't know. If I feel like it, I will. If I don't, I won't. I said, I'm not trying to please anybody.
No.
They can see me. If I look funny, I look funny. That's the way I look.
Well, we're keeping it real, like we said,
Yeah,
real life,
yeah.
real
I
life.
did brush my hair. I hadn't even brushed my hair today. I brushed it real fast while I was trying to get on and put it back because it was all out like this. I was like, nope, I better brush my hair at least. Be nice and don't not scare them halfway to death.
Well, I actually took a shower and washed my hair, and I have some stuff called a root lifter that you're supposed to spray on your hair, where you're thin, and it's supposed
Yeah,
to kind of plump it up. Well, I always let my hair dry naturally.
yeah, I do mine.
And so it stays pretty flat. So today I did it with the hair dryer, and it did pump it up some, but then when I combed it and all, it seemed like it was flat again.
Flat again.
So I don't know. I don't care. Doesn't bother me any. But
No, I've worn mine up so much that when I do wear it down, it's just flat. Where I pulled it back so much, it won't. It won't puff up.
well, and see, when I was at Walmart, it was always so hot that I would always wear my hair up, no matter how long or how short my hair was. It was
Yeah,
pulled out of my face. And I did it for so many years now that when my hair is in my face, it may look good, but it doesn't feel right. It
yeah.
feels unnatural. And then I'm like, oh, I got to change, I got to pull it back, pull it back.
I can't wear mine down very long. It makes me hot.
Yeah.
Because where my hair is so long, I'm good. I'm thinking about getting it cut off in layers, but like I used to wear it.
Uh-huh.
For my husband can get mad at me, but
He likes it long.
yeah.
I wonder why that is. That men like
Mhm.
people or like women with longer hair. I guess because they
Hey.
they feel like they have to keep theirs short or something. But your husband's got long hair.
Hmm.
He wants long hair. He can have it on his own head.
Yeah. I've told him. I guess he's afraid I'm gonna get cut up to here. I'm like, no, I'm not like my sisters. I could. I feel naked because I've never wore it that short. I've had
Yeah.
my hair cut one time, real short, and oh God, it bugged me Dutch till it grew out. I couldn't handle it. I said, never again. I'm used to having it to my shoulders or longer. I don't like it. I don't like it where it gets in your collar and
Uh-huh.
drives me
See,
nuts.
mine is
No.
I actually like mine a little shorter than it is now.
Yeah.
But when it gets a little bit longer, it'll be fine. But it's like in that in between stage
Stage.
between short and long. And then, like you said, it gets in your collar, and
Yeah. That drives me nuts.
that's one thing about getting older. I'm all about comfort.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care so much about what it looks like as long as I'm comfortable.
I wore mine this way for, well, since, let's see, Dylan's 22 years. So I had to have me a night snack before it gets too late.
That's okay. I made popcorn earlier, and the
Mm,
baby and I were sitting here. That child ate popcorn.
did she?
I took
How
him.
many
You know
teeth
how
she got?
right now she has three coming in the top and two on the bottom. But I just took the popped part of it, not where the husk is at, but just the part that pops, and I would tear that off and then like break it into two or three little pieces. And she sat there and just eating it. I
You
swear.
need to
And
get her some of that. You need to get her some of that puff popcorn that ain't got no
yeah.
current. The puff, that's good. I love that stuff. But I
Mhm.
could eat a whole bag of it. That's why I won't buy it.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I used to buy them big bags. I could sit and eat the whole bag before I quit. And I was
Yeah.
like, no, Kate, I'm already heavy enough. I don't need no more. I almost bought a bag yesterday. Then I thought,
Well,
no, I'd sit and eat the whole bag.
it's funny because anything I eat, she wants to eat.
Yeah.
I said, well, I'll get her to eat everything, a variety of things that way too. But yeah, I try not to buy anything snacky type stuff because if I have it in my house, I'm going to eat it.
Yeah.
It
That's
might
me.
sit there a day or two, but eventually I'm going to want to eat it.
That's why I like buy popcorn. It's not fattening.
Yeah.
And the kids, they can eat it and it's not fattening on them. What? I ate it. You had a bag today.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I didn't.
Eli gave you a bag.
That was too big.
Well, no, you can't have none right now. Because, no,
I'm worried.
you ate a bag of candy today. You ain't getting nothing else, no junk. You need to eat food that you haven't not ate today.
Can I eat a hot dog?
A hot dog is not food.
Oh, speaking of hot dogs, I saw the coolest thing
Put that
for
down.
making hot dogs over a open fire, like when you're camping or even on a grill. You take
Yeah.
the crescent roll dough and you put the triangle out there and you put your hot dog in it and you roll it up, you put it on the stick and you cook it that way, and then the crescent roll puffs and bakes around the hot dog, and so it's like you got your hot dog on a bun.
Like a corn dog.
Yeah, kind of like a corn dog. I said that is the neatest thing.
No. I'll tell you what, I make them for lunch sometimes. Eli loves them. Nellie eats them. But like that little corn mix that you can get, the yellow corn mix.
The Jiffy
by
Mix.
Jiffy
Mhm.
Mix.
Uh-huh.
I take it and then I cut hot dogs in half
Uh-huh.
and I mix the Jiffy Mix up. I put the hot dog in the cornbread and bake it like that. And they take them for lunch. They love them.
Yeah, that I would eat that.
Pigs in a blanket?
Huh?
Pigs in a blanket?
She calls it pigs in a blanket. That ain't what it's
Yeah.
called, but
Right.
I forgot what
Well,
it's called.
Is
I,
it have a little hot dog in a croissant?
No, when I was talking about when I make the cornbread that you all like, the yellow cornbread, and I put the hot dog
That's
watchers. Like,
good.
I haven't made them since school's been out, and she's like, "Oh, them's good,"
Yeah.
You make that
but I make them for them for lunch.
tonight.
No, I ain't making them tonight. I ain't making that tonight. It's 9:00, child.
Well, can we have them tomorrow?
I'll think about it. That's all she thinks about is food. Oh, she's gonna holler and tell Eli I might make them tomorrow. Didn't say nothing about it. I said I might.
Oh goodness,
I
that
dumped my
child.
mouth, didn't I? Yeah.
Yep. You said it.
That's what Dennis said. He said, "All you think about is food, Natalie. You gotta quit." That's all she does. She gets up tonight. She'll ask me what I'm gonna fix for dinner tomorrow night before we go to bed. Mama, what are you planning on fixing for dinner tomorrow night? Well, tomorrow night ain't even here yet. Wait a minute till it gets here. Then I'll tell you. Well, what are you planning on? I said, nothing right now. It's like I'm not that far ahead yet.
She probably wants to know whether or not she's going to get up and eat junk all day, or she's going to want to eat the dinner, whatever the dinner is.
Then she'll go, "Can we have spaghetti?" And I'll fix her spaghetti. Okay. Then she won't eat it.
Mm.
Hollers and hollers till I fix spaghetti, and then she sits and she might eat 1 or 2 bites of it, and then I don't want it. I'll eat it later and puts it in the microwave, and it sits in the microwave till the next day.
Mm.
It's like because we don't eat a lot of pasta because it blows us up.
Yeah. Do you have an air fryer?
I need to get me one now.
Well, I had one, and I only made a few different things in it, and I got rid of it. And now my daughter has one, and now that she's trying to figure out things to be able to cook, while she's at nights at school and stuff, she's been finding these recipes. Well, she pinned one on the Facebook group today, And it's you take the flaky biscuits and you kind of mash it down, and then you put
Yeah.
pizza sauce and put your toppings on it, and they're like little pizzas,
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
put them in the air fryer.
I made them like that in the oven for the kids
Yeah.
before.
Well, I guess you make them in the air fryer too. I
Yeah,
said, now I would eat that,
yeah.
but I didn't think about that. I could do it in the oven too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I tried to make something night in the Instant Pot. It didn't work. It says it will on Google, but I put in I had chicken and I wanted some chicken and stuffing. I wanted that chicken and stuffing mix that they mix together. And I thought, well, okay, I'll see if you can fix it in the Instant Pot. Well, I put the chicken in and I put a cup and a half water in, which was more than chicken than I had. And then it says put the mushroom sauce and stuff like that in on top of the chicken. I did. Then it says put the stuffing in, and then put your green beans on top, your frozen green beans on top of stuffing. Well, that stupid thing caused my thing to burn, and it wouldn't cook it. So I had to take it out. So, well, I added a little bit more water because I thought, well, the stuffing took all the water and it didn't have enough to build up the pressure it needs. So I added some more. Well, that was a mistake. It made the stuffing so runny. It was a mess. It's like, I'll just do it in the oven from now on. I won't try that no more. Or I'll do my chicken first and then put the stuffing in with the water and the cream or mushroom soup and then the beans. And that way you don't have to, like, oh, God. But it was pretty good anyway, Dennis ate it. He said, I think it's pretty good. I said, well, I need to mix more stuffing in it because it's like, I don't know, the stuffing's still stuffing, but it's like you put too much water in the stuffing and you know how it gets real.
Yeah.
It wasn't real thin, but it was thin. Than I liked, so. My dinner tonight, it was a failure. Don't try it. Seriously. Natalie's like, you don't know, you didn't even need it. You didn't even try it. You and Eli didn't. So don't even say it wasn't good. You don't know. I didn't see you stick none in your mouth to try it. Ain't none good to you unless it's pizza or chicken nuggets.
Well, see,
No. Get your butt back upstairs now. Hold on a minute, Echo.
okay. Unfortunately, my mom was not a cook. She had about, I don't even know, 5 or 6 meals that she would just rotate those meals. And so when I grew up and I was on my own, I learned how to make a lot of stuff out of a box. And I didn't really think about it as being bad. I mean, it's convenience, you know?
Yeah.
And so when I had my daughter, it was like, yeah, I cooked a lot of stuff that came out of boxes.
Boxes. Yeah.
And she's like, so like when I say I'm going to make something, she'll say out of a box or from scratch. And I'll be like, I'm going to make it from scratch. Now she loves going to Olive Garden. She loves Alfredo sauce. She likes shrimp Alfredo or seafood Alfredo with scallops in it. So anyway, I learned how to make Alfredo sauce from scratch.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and I can make it pretty good too. But I have to make it, and then we're gonna eat. It's like it doesn't hold well,
Okay.
unless you mix it with the noodle. Mix it with your pasta, then it's okay.
Yeah.
But you don't want to let it go too long. It has a lot of butter in it, and that butter kind of breaks and separates.
Breaks it up. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to like have everything else ready to go, and you make the sauce, and then you put it all together, and then you eat. So anyway, if I'm gonna have time to do it like that, then I'll make it from scratch. But if not, I'll buy a jar of Alfredo sauce. But so anytime I'll say, well, you want me to make you some shrimp pasta? And she'll be like, if you make it from scratch, it
Like,
really,
okay.
it tastes good either way. I mean, I like the jar
Yeah.
kind and I like the regular kind. But
I'm lazy. I buy a jar. Some
so,
stuff I make homemade, and then some I don't. It's
yeah,
just according to what kind of mood I'm in, and how I feel like cooking. I don't care to make it homemade.
right.
But then there's times it's like, no, I'm going to find a jar, can, box, whatever it's in, and I'm going to fix it.
Well, see, it's different when I'm cooking something for just me to eat it,
Yeah.
or if I'm cooking it for other people to eat it, because I'm kind of like, I look at what I have on hand, and then I say, okay, I've got, some rice and I've got some onions. And next thing you know, I'm making and I'll throw mushrooms in. I'll make like a teriyaki stir fry out of mushrooms and onions, and then I'll make some rice, and then I'll mix it together. Well, it doesn't even have any meat in it, but I love onions and I love mushrooms, and it's delicious.
Now, see, I don't like
Right.
mushrooms. I've been trying to eat them, like, if they're little tiny, to where I
Uh-huh.
can't see them.
Yeah,
I know they're in there, but they're tiny. But
Yeah.
I just don't like the texture. It's
Yeah.
nothing against taste. It's the texture of them that I
Right.
don't like. It's just like, nope, can't do it.
But I mean, if I'm just
gag.
making it for me, or I can take a can of something and doctor it up and it's good.
Yeah.
But if I'm cooking for other people to eat it, then it's like, I try to do a recipe or something, but I don't know.
Dennis loves just the fried mushrooms and butter.
Yeah. Ooh. See,
I'll
I
make them
eat
for
a
him
lot
every now and then.
of fried potatoes and onions. And sometimes I would even put the mushrooms in that. So I'm trying to learn to eat the mushrooms and the onions without the potatoes. It's not
Now,
quite.
see, I take potatoes and I scrub them good, and I leave the peelings on them.
Uh-huh.
And then if I got green onions, I'd rather have green onions. Then I'll cook the green onions in with the fried potatoes, and then I put smoked sausage in it.
Uh-huh.
And I was making it one day, and Eli's like, I am not eating that. Nope, 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 nope. And then after I made it, he ended up eating it. He's like, Mama, that's good.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, see? Looking at something might not look good, but after you taste it, it's good, ain't it?
Well,
What are
especially
you
if
doing,
they've not
doctor?
had it before.
He's got poison ivy again.
Where'd you get poison ivy from?
We're thinking that he might got it where he's volunteered because what was it? He went Saturday.
What? No, it was Friday.
No, he went Friday for his training for the Robin's Nest, the help with the pets.
Yeah.
He didn't have it. He got up Saturday morning. His hands had it all over it, and it's
Is
up
it?
in here.
Do they use some kind of cleanser he has to have his hands in?
Well, he
But he
walked
might
the
be allergic.
dogs, and he said he might have where these weeds and stuff back there.
Oh.
He might have got. We've got some out here, but he knows not to get around it because he knows where it's at now.
Yeah.
And he says, "Mama, I swear I'm not been around it. I'm not been around it." And I said, "Then you've had to be around it because it's like it attracts him. I mean, he just smells it and it gets hot. I think." And,
yeah. He thinks about it and he gets it.
but I got thinking today, he said when he was walking the dogs out there,
Because it's tall.
it's tall weeds that some of it could have been poison ivy and he didn't know it. And
Because I can't see. those
he
tall
can't
trees.
see
Yeah.
where he
Dogs
walks
like
the
to
dogs.
travel.
Yeah. That he might have got it there. I said,
So I might have
because
got
it's just on his hands
where it's like the dogs.
where he
leashes
holds
and-
the leashes for the dogs and they go in them weeds and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's why I was thinking if they use some kind of cleanser or something that
and
he
how
had his
it's on the
hands
back of
in.
my legs.
that's where you rub your legs. You didn't wear shorts Friday, did you? No, but you rubbed the back of your legs. I think that's But that was only one day. So he's had in the doctor's hands. It's about gone, but it still burns him. It just
I can tell it's anything because
Yeah.
it's starting to burn an itch.
Ooh.
put it between
It's
your
not
fingers and stuff. So I've been doctoring him up ever since then, trying to so he don't have to go get a shot. The last few times he's got it out here, he's had to go get a shot.
Well, I wonder if does it good with the shot.
Well, the shot does do good, but
Yeah.
the place I took him, they don't take his insurance anymore, so I don't know where I'd take him to get a shot.
Mm.
And if I try to get him into his doctor's office, they probably just say, do what I'm doing.
Yeah. That's true.
What is she doing up there that she's getting in trouble
Oh
over?
no, she's on my TV already.
She's not to touch her TV.
Uh-oh.
And you tell her I said no. If I catch her, she'll never get hers. She won't clean her room up to get hers. She don't care.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh,
Can you pull them shades down for me, please? So nobody can see me. Yeah, they're got them red again. I don't want nobody in the peek window peeping on me. I see Nathaniel and them. They're taking their trash. Did you take the recycling out?
no, I didn't take any out.
Well, you need to get it out to the road before it gets
Where's
too
my
dark.
gloves?
What gloves?
My gloves.
Your blue ones you just had on, playing right there.
They're not yours.
Just wear them.
Because that's what stops it from burning.
Okay, just wear them. Natalie, I found one cut up in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, because she had it outside.
She cut up the
You
glove.
can't- Yeah, them rubber gloves.
Uh-huh.
She likes to play with them. Oh, I put it in my face. She wasn't even looking. Quit! I don't want poison ivy. My luck, I can get it. I used to get it when I was little.
I hope that wears off. Like,
Now Natalie gets around it, she don't get it. But Eli, he even smells it. He gets it.
Mm.
Child does. Never seemed to be. Natalie's got sensitive skin too.
what's today?
The 26th. They didn't run last week, so I'd say they run this week. I'll tell her to get down here and take it out.
Definitely has an allergy to it.
Natalie!
Because see, I can
Okay, I'm gonna take out the trash real quick.
I can wash the Eli's clothes and anything, it don't bother him. But Natalie's clothes, I have to watch. Her and Dennis, I have to watch because they got sensitive skin. And if she gets anything red on her face or her skin, she breaks out from the dye. She's just allergic to the dye. Natalie, please do what I asked you to do. She don't want to do nothing. Child gets lazier and lazier. That's her job, to take the recycling out to be picked up. And it's only every other week she's got to take hers out. You tell her she's got to take it out. No, it's not till next week. I said, look at the calendar. It's marked on there when you got to take it out. They used to run every week, and then they started running every other week. I don't know why.
They don't even pick up. We don't even have to recycle. Well, I don't have to live in an apartment, but
Yeah.
I think if you put it out there, they'll take it. But it's not like, I know some places it's like mandatory. You have
Yeah,
to.
we got a separate garbage can from the garbage company that we have to put our recycles in.
Yeah.
And they pick it up every other week. You don't have to, but I think it's getting to where they're going to make you start doing it because there's a lot of trash around here.
Your
People don't
landfills
care.
get, where they
Yeah.
dump it at, where they get filled up, then they start really
Mhm.
get, picky about it or whatever. Hello, 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 whoever's dropping in. We're finished with the trivia for now, for tonight. We're just chit chatting, but thank you for dropping in. People need to be here at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Even though I was late to 8:30.
It's all right.
Sorry.
I don't know. It may not. We may not have to do this weekly. I mean, if our regular people want to play every week, but it just seems like we're having trouble getting a crowd to play. But it's all right. Don't get
Maybe
discouraged.
we need to change it to a different night.
Yeah.
Maybe Monday night.
Okay.
Maybe Monday night we get more. You think?
No, I don't know.
We
I
could
mean,
try it on a Monday night and see how many
I mean,
comes in
even
on that.
even like on a Saturday night or something, because I know there's not much to watch on Saturday nights.
Yeah.
But then again, most people are busy doing stuff with their families on Saturday night. That's why I figured do it during the week.
Yeah.
But it may be too late for some people. I don't know.
Maybe we need to start trying to do it earlier. Um, I'll have to when school starts because we're at to put the kids to bed.
Yeah.
And Allie won't go to bed unless I'm upstairs. Don't ask me why. I don't know why, but I have to be upstairs or she won't go to bed. It's like, why? Nobody's going to bother you. I'm sitting down here where they would come through to get you. Nobody's going to get you. You know.
Yeah.
And I don't think Buster's going to let them through anyway. Because he lays at the bottom steps. When we go to bed, he lays at the bottom steps. I said, ain't nobody going to come up them steps. Believe me. Or they bust. You put
No,
that
if they get in the door
that'd be a miracle.
and then he's there to greet them.
Yeah. Because he don't bark, he growls.
Yeah. I was gonna say if he gives them his um exorcist growl, that'll
Growl.
scare 'em.
Yeah. He gives Natalie that growl all the time. Every
Does
time
he?
she gets around him.
Mm.
Like, get away from me, and I mean now. I told her, I said, you're going to push him one of these days.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing that. And I said, when he's laying there sleeping, you know not to get around him. And I said, you do it to aggravate him. And that's why he gets to where he growls at you so much, because you aggravate him when he's trying to rest. And I said, when he's trying to rest, leave him alone. While we're awake, he needs to rest because he stays awake all night watching the house.
Right.
And
Right.
then he needs his sleep during the day when he's resting, let him rest. Now, while they was gone, they went to their aunt's last night, stayed all night. It was all day until they come home. He laid in there, just sound asleep, didn't move, nothing. He went out one time to play with you know who next door.
Mhm.
I can't say the name or he'll jump out now. And he laid in there and slept. And I haven't seen him sleep because I called his name. He didn't even offer to get up. And usually if I call his name, he'll get right up to me and come to me.
Yeah. Right.
But he didn't offer to. And I said, he's tired. And he was sleeping so good, and I wouldn't bother him. Even the cats could walk by him, and he didn't even offer to flinch or nothing. Because usually he has to say hi to them if they walk by.
Yeah. I'm really surprised he doesn't mess with those cats.
No, he loves his cats. He loves on them, licks on them, and I said, Lord, they get a bath from him. That big old tongue. That's my boy, though. He ate 3 times a day. He must have been hungry. But he don't eat. He don't even eat a half a bow at a time when he eats, though. So
Oh.
his bow ain't that big. So, but
What kind of dog food do you feed him?
the only kind he'll eat Kimble bit steak,
Oh.
the steak kind.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to feed him another kind and he wouldn't eat it. Like, what are you trying to give me here? Nope, that ain't my food. Nope, I ain't eating it. He just turned his nose up and laid there and looked at. I said, "Now, buddy, you got to eat it, or before I can buy any more." And he'd eat a little bit of it, and then he started losing weight, so I had to go buy him. I was like, "He's not going to eat this," and I didn't want him to lose weight because he's a healthy weight now. So,
Well, Chloe, I made the mistake of giving her that little Caesar wet food in the little container. And I finally got tired of giving her that, so I switched over to the dry Little Caesars dry food, and she eats the filet mignon flavored one. But she's not going to eat that dog food until she's sure there's nothing else going to be given.
getting into her.
Because she gets milk bones and little, different little treats and stuff
Yeah.
throughout the day or whatever. And she's just not going to do it. She will wait it out to see what's happening, and then in the middle of the night, she'll be over there munching down on it. But, she's not the kind of dog that you just put it down and she's going to automatically eat it, No.
I said, Buster sits there forever for he'll touch his. And I'll say,
has
it's okay, you can eat.
It has to sit
I
there.
see Mom's little dog. Mom's little dog was like that. She wasn't. Mom fed her, put it down, and she'd go for hours and hours and wouldn't eat. Mom get worried about her because she wasn't eating. But she would wait till nighttime to eat and make sure she wasn't getting nothing else. I told Mom, I said, you give her a little stuff during the day when you eat. That's why she knows, and she won't eat when you put it down for her in the mornings because she knows you're going to feed her off the table. And that's what it was. Then she'd eat at night.
Well,
So Mom even got scared and tried to give her, the canned food. She wouldn't even eat it. Mom's like, something's wrong. She's not eating.
Well, I used to even when I cook, I'd always, make some for Chloe or whatever. And she got to where she really liked eating, that people food too. And Chloe's so low to the ground.
Yeah.
That her front end, because she's got shorter legs in the front than she does in the back. So she's kind of tilted. And her little belly, and it's like she's got a little chest there. And then her belly, and I mean, she about be dragging the floor with it. So I was like, you got to go on a diet, girl. We can't be having all that. So I was like, yeah, she shouldn't eat the people food. I need to feed her dog food. And then I did the canned stuff, and then I eventually got her on the dry. But she, she'll come out, see if the baby's dropped anything. She loves having that baby here.
Loves with the baby. That's Buster. He sits around waiting for Natalie to drop something. Because he knows Natalie's going to drop something.
Yep. And she always comes out and goes around my chair where I normally sit in my recliner, make sure I didn't accidentally drop, whatever.
Yeah.
And then she just look at me like, nothing here.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Now, Trixie ate dry food until she got to where her teeth was getting so bad and they couldn't do nothing because of her age.
Yeah.
And she got to where she couldn't eat it. And then she'd be so picky. It'd be one day I'd cook her chicken. Next day, she didn't like the same food every day. And then I finally found some. It was so hard to find. Imes, the rice and lamb and rice. She loved that stuff. I still got 6 cans in there from where I bought her a thing. And Buster, I would give it to him, but I don't want him. I'm afraid he'll get dependent on canned food, and I don't want him to. Every now and then I'll give him a bite of it because I did when she'd eat it, I'd give him a bite.
Yeah.
So he didn't feel left out. So, but I end up, the pillows I had here were, they laid on them together. He wouldn't never lay on them again after she passed away. So I finally ended up taking them out. Because I tried to get him to lay on them, and he wouldn't lay on them. After she passed away, he never would lay on them pillows.
Yeah, well, he was a puppy you got him as a puppy, so he grew up knowing she was there. Yeah, so it affected him.
But I left them. I left them in here. I took them out probably about a week ago because I fall over them all the time. So I told him, I said, if you ain't gonna lay on them, Mammal's gonna take them out. So I took them out and laid them outside. He won't even lay on them outside. I thought, well, he'll lay on them out there when he's outside. He won't even lay on them out there. And I even wished the one that, she was on,
Yeah.
but, well, it's because of her scent, but he still wouldn't lay on them. So I just took them completely out. I'm like, that way maybe I don't fall over them. I fall over my own feet, but.
Yeah. Well, the baby had a great time coming and discovering her little people toys that I had put out.
And,
yeah, because I did that little house, and that house was made in 1969, so it's an antique.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's metal, and it closes up, and then it opens up, and then you can it's got 2 floors to put the people on, and it has a little garage, and it has a garage door that opens and closes.
Oh, Lord, she'll have that tore off.
But then I have the plastic farm.
Yeah.
I got little farm animals and little farm.
I think I still got Eli's plastic farm and the little animals.
So she come and she looked at him and looked at him, and then she touched one and like look at me like, is it okay to touch it? And I was like, they're yours. You can play with them, pick them up, whatever. Then she had one hanging out her mouth and one in each hand and walking around like soft little people I could handle at one time.
Yeah.
But I got a big school bus, a little school bus, a car, and those I had put out. And then I have a tractor and a truck and a tow truck thing that I hadn't got out yet. So she had so much fun with the bus and the car. I said, well, let me get these other trucks out there. So I put that spool table, I think did I tell you about that? The big spool table from the
spool table that spins. Yeah.
So I put them on top of that, right? And so she just, looking at him and everything. So then she starts driving the car, and all of a sudden it falls off the table. And she turns and she looks at me like, oh, I'm going to be in trouble for knocking it off. And I was like, oh, no, he went over the cliff. So she'd get him, put him back up there, and she'd push him off again, turn and look at me like, what's the reaction,
Yeah.
She had the best time. But she still tore up my house.
What is it with little girls that love tractors and buses and cars? Natalie would do that, take Eli's toys away from him when they were little because she wanted the truck. So I had to buy her trucks and stuff. So Eli would have his and she had hers. And it's like, play with the baby dolls. She throw the baby dolls over to the side like, nope, I want the cars.
Well, my daughter is not, she's not big on gender roles or, saying, oh, it's a girl, she can't, or like a boy can't wear pink or a girl can't wear blue, whatever. She's not real big on that kind of stuff. So she's pretty much like a girl can do anything a boy can do, and a boy can do whatever, a girl can do or whatever. And
I let Eli play with dolls. And
she plans on teaching her boys how to cook and clean and do laundry, so they can take care of themselves. So,
hey, Eli went to work with Papa and made $50 for vacuuming the theater.
Wow.
Because he loves to vacuum. He used to tell everybody at dance, he says, I want Mama to buy me a shark for Christmas. And they're like, a shark? And he's like, yeah, the shark vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
And they're looking at him like, what? He said, I love to vacuum. And they're like, well, buddy, you can come to my house and vacuum anytime you want. You can come clean my house, whatever you want to do. I said, he's a good little helper. He cleans, he mops floors, he vacuums. I said, and they're like, God Almighty, how'd you get him to do that? And I said, it's just, he watches us and he picked it up and he wanted to start doing it and he enjoyed doing it. And I said, and buddy, that tickled him to death. The boss come out and handed him $50. And then it's like, Boy, you got rich today. And he said his eyes just all lit up, you know.
Yeah.
But by that time that night, 8 o'clock, he was gone. You couldn't woke him up if you wanted to.
Yeah. He worked hard for that money.
Yeah,
It was good.
yeah. And then
But
he made $20 watching the dog next door over the weekend. So he's learning.
yeah.
Natalie made $20 for doing the fish. She spent every penny she's got. Eli ain't he still, but she bought junk. Eli bought like apples, strawberries, stuff that he wanted that he could put back for him. And
Yeah.
she's already in them. She's
Yeah.
already in them. So
Yeah.
he sit down here and ate his strawberries tonight, so she wouldn't finish eating them because she about ate them all. I'm like, can you not leave his stuff alone? If you want this stuff, you buy it yourself with your money. But she'll buy junk with hers, then eat it up, and then she'll
Yeah.
start in on his.
Mhm.
He wants a little fridge for his room. And what else? But oh, he wants. I'm getting the Christmas list up here ready. And I told him, I said, well, maybe Santa Claus will bring you this stuff. He said, oh, Santa Claus ain't gonna bring me this expensive stuff. He wants one of them little cameras that's like the Polaroid
Yeah.
that you take.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I'm trying to get more Aloe little stuff he wants like that.
Yeah.
But I can get him a little fridge for like his drinks for
Yeah.
$40. Won't cost much.
Mhm.
And he said I have to put a lock on it if I get one though. I said, Joe, you
Probably.
probably will have to because of her.
Mhm.
I'm like, because you can't keep nothing with her around. Yeah, we was watching this video about organizing your refrigerator and stuff. She goes, Mama, why don't you do that? And I said, honey, I would love to keep snacks and organize my refrigerator like that. But I said, if I put that much fruit or drinks in my refrigerator, it'd be empty by tomorrow with you around. No, it wouldn't. I said, yes, it would.
Yep.
Because you think, I don't know why in her head she thinks everything has to be eaten in one day.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I told her, I said, there's a tomorrow. You need food for tomorrow. There's things you need for tomorrow to survive on too. But I can't get that in her head. I don't know what it is. It's like,
It's really
no matter
amazing
what we do,
what the two kids are.
yeah,
They're
they're,
from the same mom and dad, and basically
yeah,
raised the same with you, but
yeah.
it's just strange. Their
She just
personalities are so
thinks,
different.
yeah, and Eli knows he does wrong. He'll tell you when he does wrong. Natalie, she don't do no wrong. I
Mm.
didn't do nothing wrong. What did I do wrong? Tell me what I did wrong. That's what she'll say.
Yeah.
Or that's just not right.
Mhm.
Just like Eli got his TV tonight and she asked for hers. And I said, no, you was told this morning to clean your room and to clean it good. Well, I did. Dennis went up there, checked. She went up there and went back to bed. She didn't clean her room.
Oh my gosh.
And he just made her go up and clean it while I'm on here. And she said, I want my TV. And I said, no, you ain't getting it tonight because you did not do what I asked you to do. You ain't done your chores today. You played around all day, didn't do your chores. I said, you know you got chores that you have to do every day regardless. I
Mhm.
said, she goes, well, we don't get allowance. I said, no, I don't believe in allowance. I didn't get allowance. My kids didn't get allowance. If
I
they
don't
worked,
believe in it either.
yeah, I
I
said,
mean, you're a member of this family, and we
Yeah.
all have to do our part.
yeah, I told her, I said,
how
you
I
live
feel
here just as much as we
about
do.
Mhm. Exactly. Now, if it
I
was
said,
like I wanted her to go out and pull weeds along the fence line or something
yeah,
like
something
that,
like
I
that.
would,
Yeah,
and I wouldn't even give her money for it. But I'd be like, well, I'll take you to the movies, or I'll take you here.
yeah, we'll
You
do
know,
this. Yeah,
yeah, because she was more about spending time with me because I was working all the time. So it was more. I get more out of her if I would say, I'll take you and just me and
yeah,
and that was our thing. We'd go to the movies by ourselves all the time.
yeah.
So, but yeah,
You got it on your
I don't
legs?
believe in paying, and that was one thing too. Like I don't pay for good grades.
Put some of this stuff on it.
What?
This.
I did.
Oh, okay.
That's what I just put on.
Get up in the morning, you can take an oatmeal bath. So don't need a lot of that to go to bed on. And yeah, better lock it up in the cabinet tonight, or Natalie will have her paws on it.
All right.
He bought him a big bag of trolls that'll last him forever. Them wormy candies. I told him he better lock it up in the cabinet tonight. Yeah, see?
Oh yeah.
And I said, you better lock it up or she gets, because she's done ate her bag of candy like that.
Mhm.
And she'll start in on his.
But
And I said,
didn't
you
I
don't get
didn't
nothing in them bags.
paying for good grades either.
Yeah.
Which I never said you had to be a straight A student, which Allison was a straight A student, but I never
Yeah.
said, oh, you better get, make A's. I would say you better do your best, do the best you can. And
Well,
if
I told mine I won't take nothing below a C because I know they are capable of making better grades than D's and F's.
yeah,
I said, and if you try your best and you do make a D, that's different. But I won't tolerate F's. That's just, they ain't trying.
well, and my thing always was too, as long as I see you're studying and I see your
Yeah.
your work and you're doing your work and all of that, and it's something hard and you need extra help, I'll help you with it or whatever.
Yeah.
If you're not doing the work and you're not studying and then you do bad, I don't tolerate
Yeah.
that.
No,
But
I don't.
I
either.
never put that pressure of you have to get, straight A's or you have to be on honor roll or whatever like that.
No,
She put
I
that
don't.
pressure
either.
on herself. She
Yeah.
was that kind of
That's
kid.
the way
Like,
Dylan was.
I
Dylan
have
was.
to do good. Yeah.
Yeah. Dylan's like, I got to make an A. I
My
can't
friend-
make a B. I'm like, what's wrong with the B? I just can't do a B. I want a good point average so when I go to college, I can get in good college.
That's
That's
how
all I
Alice
heard, Alex.
was too. That's how
Yeah,
she was
and
too.
it's like, I said, if I can get these two to be that way, it'd be a miracle. I don't see it happening because
Eli might.
Eli might, because he told Natalie the other day, he said, you got to think about other stuff, what you want to be when you grow up. Do you realize that? He said, you're getting old enough to think about what you want to be. She said, well, I want to be a dancer. And he said, well, you still got to make good grades, Natalie, to be a dancer. You have to go to college for that, to be a dance teacher. You know that.
You have to
No,
get
you
an
don't.
education. Yeah,
I
you do.
said, yes, you do. You got to get a good education to be anything anymore. And she said, well, I want to own my own business. I said, then see, you need to
And you
get a
need
better
business
education.
classes.
You need
Yeah.
business classes to learn so people can't run over you and say,
Yeah.
yeah. I said, so I said, she goes, well, I'll teach the dancing and get somebody else to run it.
Well, what if that person is stealing from you?
Yeah, I said, they
That
can steal
person knows
everything you got.
Yeah, that person
Yeah.
knows you don't know. So
I said, you have to know your own business. You
I
cannot
worked for
run a
somebody.
business.
I worked
Yeah.
for somebody one time who didn't know nothing about the business that they owned.
Yeah.
And if I had been a dishonest kind of person, I could have took them to the cleaners. But
Yeah.
instead, I was like, look, let me show you. Let me, tell you how this happens. Because their business was losing money and they did have people stealing from them. But they were not thieves themselves. So they did not think about like all the
Yeah.
possible ways somebody could do it. And I had to explain to them, look, you have to think like a criminal to catch a criminal,
Yeah. That's what
And I
my dad
said-
always said.
And because you're thinking everybody is good and honest and, because you wouldn't do it, you're thinking nobody would do it to you, but that's the wrong way
Yeah.
to think about it.
Mhm.
You got to think about, all the ways it's possible. And I mean, I blew their mind when I started telling them all the different ways that I could go in there and steal from them, if I
Yeah.
wanted to or whatever.
Like my dad said, when you lock the door, all you're doing is locking an innocent person out. You ain't
Right.
locking out a thief, because if they want in, they're going to get in. He said it didn't matter if you locked the door or whatever you done. If they want in, they're going to get in. And I said, yeah, it's the truth. A thief
And the
always.
smarter you get and the more you lock up things and more security and all that, the smarter the thieves get at how to go about getting around it and everything.
Yeah.
Because they treat it as a job. You know, that's their business. It's like that's what they specialize in. They
Right.
specialize in thieving. You know.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I'll tell you.
And
I
I
feel
ran
bad for these people that they get, older people that don't really know. Like, I catch on. My mom couldn't catch on. You know, she didn't. She
Mhm.
gets something in the mail. She think, you know, oh well. I said, no, mom, that's an advertisement. You can't go by that. That's why she wouldn't let nobody else touch her mail or write checks unless it's me because she said I was the smart one out of the bunch, and I'm thinking, no, I ain't. But my two sisters, they didn't do it, so you know they didn't know what they was doing neither.
Yeah.
And uh, my dad always done it when he was alive, and then when Dad died, see, Dad never taught Mom, and I kept telling him, "You need to teach Mom. You need to." She didn't even know how to write a check.
Yeah.
We had to teach her how to write checks. And I told him, I said, Dad, if something happens to you first, what's Mom going to do? Well, if she's got you girls. And I said, but us girls might not be around. Did you
Yeah.
ever think of that? You know, something
Right.
could happen to us. And he never would teach her because he always took care of the bills. He'd hand her money to buy groceries and stuff with and extra money, whatever she wanted. My mom never done without, believe me. And us kids never done without. Natalie goes, was you all rich? And I said, no, we weren't rich, but my dad took very good care of us, you could
Yeah.
say. I said, he didn't let us do without. We
Right.
didn't get stuff we didn't need, like you want, you know. We didn't get that stuff. That was
Yeah.
it was a necessity we needed. We got it. He didn't go out and just buy. Every now and then he'd buy it, you know, we'd get something special, but we didn't, every time we go to the store, we didn't get something we wanted like kids do these days,
Yeah.
or go a fit. I'd have threw a tempering in the store like some of these kids do now. My mom would have took me home and beat the living tar out of me. I wouldn't have been able to stand for a week. I know I wouldn't. She'd have probably beat me to
Oh,
death.
I know. I
The
can
kids
remember
I've seen,
getting the talk in the car before we'd go into
yeah,
a store. You know, this stuff
yeah,
does not belong to you. It belongs to the man that owns this store. Do not touch this man's stuff. Do not,
yeah,
you know, and all this.
yeah,
I mean, I can remember, and she would say, you know, you have to be on your best behavior or I won't bring you again. Knowing
mhm,
full well that she didn't have no one to watch us, so she had to bring us. But she would try to put the fear of God in you that, you know,
yeah. That's my mom. My mom had this look like, and you knew if she gave you that look, that was it. You was in
no.
trouble. Like,
I mean, I raised Allison basically by just being very matter of fact. This is what we do. Trash
yeah,
goes in a trash can. Dirty clothes go in the laundry. Clean clothes do not live on the bed. They live in your drawers or in the
or the
closet.
floor.
Yeah, you know.
Natalie,
Um,
Natalie's lives
toys
on the floor.
toys have a place to go on the shelf. You know, you put the toy away or whatever like that. I mean, and just little things like that. And then so then it was like I have a big pet peeve about stepping in bubble gum on the
Oh,
pavement, you know, and getting it on my shoe and then tracking it in somewhere or whatever.
yeah,
Well, as soon as when I started letting her have bubble gum, I was like, when you have a piece of bubble gum, you put that wrapper in your pocket. And when you're done with that bubble gum, you put it in that wrapper and put it in the garbage can. You do not ever put it on the ground. So, I mean, she was like 3 years old and she'd tell kids at daycare, you know, did you know it's a law that you have to put the gum in the wrapper and throw it in the trash can? And they'd all be like, a law, you know? And I'm like, yeah, to her it was a law because my
wow,
mama said it, you know? So now to this day, she'll ask me something, you know, like about whatever it could be, you know, and she'll say, "Mama, is that true? Is there really a law like like the seatbelt law, you know?"
oh,
And I said, you know, yeah, if you get caught and you don't have your seatbelt on, they can write you a $500 ticket
ticket, yeah.
just for not having your seatbelt on. Mama, is that your law or is that the police's law? I'm like, no,
Oh, they
that's
can write
the
you a
law.
ticket. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a law.
but
Because
she,
Natalie asked me today, she said, you ever been in jail? And I said, no, I follow the law. There are rules no matter what you do. You have to follow rules.
You
There's
have to follow
laws.
the rules. But to
And
her,
if you
you know,
don't,
if
you
my
go to
mama
jail.
said it, it was a law. That's just how it had to be, you know. So it's so funny,
I
Mama.
said, going to jail. And he goes, I ain't going to jail. I don't want to go to jail.
It's like, is that your law, Mama, or is that? And oh, then when I taught her how to drive, I mean, I taught her by the book how to drive a car and everything. Now she drives a whole lot safer and better than I do. I get distracted and and she'll say something and I'll say, I know I taught you how to drive and you drive better than I do, but that was my job. My job was to teach you how to do it right. Not necessarily my job to do it right, but I taught you to do it right. And she'll just laugh and she'll be like, oh, Mama. It's like, I know you worry about me sometimes. Mm-hmm. Natalie, I imagine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She won't stay on nothing.
Mm-mm.
She constantly in things that she has no business being in. She's been sneaking in there eating his cupcakes
Mm.
and throwing the paper behind the freezer. That's what he was just going on about. You got any left? Huh? Eat talking. He's talking to himself, I guess. I don't know. What are you going on about? You. Okay. That's what I thought. He said he's shipping them to you.
Oh, okay.
He said, oh, okay.
She'll be having them back in 2 days. I know she will.
I'm telling you, I can handle Eli. I don't think I can handle Natalie.
Now Eli's. You can usually get on him and he'll straighten up.
Yeah.
Natalie, I don't care. You could threaten to leave her out in the woods and she'd find her way back home. I don't know about that one. You better go do what you're supposed to do now, Natalie.
What am I supposed to do?
There's a basket of stuff you didn't all take all the trash out. You got to get all the trash out to the
That's
garbage.
recycling.
Yeah, the basket goes to put it on top of the recycling bin.
That's not me.
Go
that's
walk
you.
with her. She won't go out in the dark by herself. You know that. She's a chicken. It's dark now. She won't go out. But yet she'll come down here and wander through the house and it pitch dark and everything. But you tell her to go outside. Oh my God, no, she ain't going. But if you tell her, let her outside to play and don't tell her to come in, she'll play out in this dark. Not trouble. Don't say a word. And then if you try to get her to go back, like if she's in here and it gets dark and you tell her to go out in the dark, she ain't going. No, I ain't doing it. But you tell her she'd go out there and play, and I bet you 10 to 1 she'd go out and play.
Mm-hmm.
Watch her. She's a running, just as fast as she can run to get in this house. Did it get you?
Yeah, the boogeyman got
Did the
us.
boogeyman got you?
Yeah.
I don't know about it. Are you in his room?
Yes.
Did you ask to go in his room?
No.
Then why are you in his
Because
room?
Papa told me to go in there.
Papa told you to go in there?
So he told me to get out of my room.
Out of your room. Why would he tell you to get out of your room? Get your pajamas on.
You wash them.
I get some clean ones and put them on. She goes, you wash my pajamas. Well, get them on. They're clean for once. And don't put all them all over the floor. Because if you do, you're going to go back and pick every one of them up and fold them everyone back up. And tomorrow you get to hang a bunch of them up. Watch it. They're in there. Natalie picked them up. I didn't wash them for you to throw on the floor. She'll go in there and get in her basket and throw them everywhere. And I want to choke her after I've washed all day and
Yeah.
folded them up.
She's
then
old
she
enough
takes
to
them-
learn how to do it. Make her do her
Yeah.
own.
I told her I'm going to make her. Sir,
Do you have a fan?
you got a fan.
Fan.
I think Allison was
No.
like 10 when I taught her how to do laundry.
No, lay them over there on that couch and then don't unfold them. Just lay. I didn't say for you to sit on the couch. I said get up.
Mm-mm-mm.
You know, honey, find you something to fan yourself with. I don't know what to tell you.
Make a thing.
If it's that bad, go get a thing getting oatmeal. No, that's my vinyl. Please do not fold that and try to use it for a fan. Natalie,
I'm gonna use that.
don't put no heavy pajamas on. As hard as it is.
All right, well, let's end this so you can get them ready for bed.
Yeah, be not. I'll have to choke them.
Tune in next week and see if Norma chokes children.
Yes. Eli, I ain't worried about. Natalie's the one you better worry about.
Yeah.
But check in Thursday night. We're going to interview them about starting back to school. So we'll see how much fun that will be.
Yeah, we'll see how that's going to be.
Because,
We're going to
they're
have to do
hilarious.
it one at a time
yeah,
because otherwise they'll be talking, trying to answer for each other and stuff. So you're going to have to make one go upstairs while the other one's downstairs getting interviewed and then switch.
but if you like our program, please like it, subscribe,
Share it.
and share it, and hit the notification bell so we can tell you when more goofy stuff's coming out.
Yeah. You don't want to miss
Real
the fun.
And the life happens part when I can't get on,
That's for
which
sure.
is getting to be all the time.
If
Like
you don't get to see anything else, you're going to see us being real, having real
Real,
life
yeah.
stuff happening.
and believe me, every time I try to get on here, I can watch YouTube all day, but every time I try to get on for us to, something goes wrong. I don't know what it is. Something don't like me.
Something don't
I
like
don't know
it.
what it is. No.
It's all right, though.
Or
We
it
make
was
it
just-
eventually.
Yeah. I might be late, but I get here.
We'll get there eventually. All right,
We'll see
everybody.
you Thursday night.
Thursday
Thanks
night.
for joining in.
7:30.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.